Hey gamers, before today's episode, we recently passed 500 subscribers, which is insane. I just want to take some time before today's episode and say thank you for watching, for commenting, for subscribing, liking the videos, everything. It means a lot. It's surreal that we ended up here, um, but thank you. Uh, I hope to see all of you at 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot wait to see where we are when that happens. If it's this series, if it's a different series, it's just going to be it'll be fun. Anyway, here's today's episode. Cowabunga gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we got Rutherfordium, which we are up to 3,000 with, and we also increased power using draconium rotors, which are working beautifully. If we go check out power, actually, you can see we are at almost 36 billion. We're almost halfway full with our tower, which is fantastic. So we're doing pretty swell on power for the time being. This rotor might be dead. It is. That means we get to replace it with another draconium rotor. So that's good. That's more power. More power. Not going to complain about that. So today we're working on LUV. I would like to get the laser engraver, the multi-block version. And the only thing that we're missing are the laser safe casings. And if we take a look at that, we need PBI. So PBI is the only thing blocking us, which means this is what we're going to work on today. Setting up and automating passiving PBI. And the place we're going to do that, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's right over here. So I've gone ahead and made up a bunch of LUV input buses, LUV chemical reactors, and a couple large chemical reactors. And yeah, we're just going to get right into this. So the first thing we need is this orthoxylene. And orthoxylene is used elsewhere, so we should probably passive this in a LCR. So let's get that built. So I'm not sure if we are going to have this be its own little subnet or not. But I don't think it needs to be its own subnet. So it might just be on the normal net. And orthoxylene, what was it? It was toluene and methanol. So we can put some methanol in there, and some toluene in there. Actually, you know what? Instead of these two buses, let's use a quad input hatch, right? These are relatively cheap and they're pretty fun. And it saves us on terminals here. So toluene and methanol go in here. And this is going to store orthoxylene and water. So realistically, we probably want more than 16 buckets of orthoxylene available at a time. So let's get 2 filter hatches actually. And then we need 2 fluid filters and then a trash, because we're probably just going to trash the water since we don't necessarily need it, right? I forget how much these hold exactly. These hold an amount. Whatever, we will figure that out. So this is just going to be water. And that's just going to be pumped away. And this is going to be orthoxylene. And this will probably be... Let's just have it be fluid storage bus for now. And if we need it to be... If we need more of it, we can store more. Okay, So that's the first bit there. So we have this. We also have potassium dichlorate. We made a bunch of that earlier in the series. So now we need phthalic acid. And phthalic acid do we need phthalic acid for anything else? No. So we can probably get away. Yeah, we can 100% get away with just having this be in a little single block machine. And we'll put single blocks on in the middle here. So that is going to be an LUV chemical reactor here, which is going to have a pump. What is that? That is salt water. It's going to have a pump with this, and it's going to have phenol and phthalic acid. Do we have phenol? We should have phenol in tap somewhere. We have 128 buckets of phenol. So yes, we definitely have that on tap. I think I'm leaning towards this just being on the mainnet. Right? So phthalic acid. Wait. No. This isn't right. We want to make phthalic acid. So it's going to be oxygen. It's going to be these two. And then we also put this in here. And so we need to get rid of the water. So to get rid of the water, right, so this has those. We do that. Import. Honestly, to get rid of the water. We could pump it back into the system. Yes. But then we need another filter. So what does this make? This makes phthalic acid. So let's put a sign on this. So phthalic acid goes in, it gets made, it gets processed, import, and then we want to do that. And then we need the filter now. So filter water. No. Blacklist. No, whitelist water. As long as it matches the filter. I think allow unfiltered. We'll experiment with that in a bit. So that's phthalic acid, which makes, so we need this in another chemical reactor that makes, how slow is this recipe? This is an IV recipe at 5 seconds. So that means it's going to be pretty quick. So we're going to put a pump here. We are going to blacklist water on this pump. Or, yeah, let's whitelist phthalic. And then this is going to go into another chemical reactor. This is going to go into another. Why are we using a fluid interface? Right? Like if we use a fluid interface as opposed to a bus, I think buses are slow. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure buses are slow. So phthalic, making this, we need, again, water is an output. Water is an output. We pump in the phthalic acid from the side. Let's give this a pump. Import. And then the only thing you import is going to be phenol. right? So this is our, oh my god, that is a name. Diphenylisophyllate. Diphenny. Okay. So this is our diphenny. So we have up to there, which, and now we need to do this line. So chlorobenzene, right? Wait, no. Dimonobenzene. We get the phenol back, so maybe we don't need, we can just pump the phenol back into the system, right? Because, this hurts. No, we're good. We are good. So we need a chemical reactor. This is going to be, oh no, which one is it? It's this one. This is an IV 5-second recipe. Again, PBI needs to be in a big one. Okay, yeah. So this being here isn't going to hurt anything, right? So we need ammonia and dichlorobenzene. Hold on, how many steps to get dichlorobenzene? We can pump it right. So we need, do we have benzene? We should have benzene. We have nitrobenzene and benzene. Right, so this is just a matter of getting enough elite chemical reactors. This does have a 16 amp amperage. So theoretically, we could have 16 machines. 4, 8. We could. Do we want that though? Anyway, so we need more pumps. That's what we need. We need like 10 more pumps. So this is going to be an import of ammonia. Right? So this is diminobenzidine. Okay. This is again to the point where it's annoying. So let's get this lined up. Okay, we are back. We got assumably everything set up. Oh, that's what this is missing. This is missing ULV, or powered up, I should say. So no, this doesn't have a, interesting. What am I missing then? No, I'm missing these bad boys. You can go. Okay. No problems found. So if, wait, what? Methanol and toluene. Oh, we do need a circuit of 2. Okay, so I was close. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty fast. And then this is getting made, that's waters. I don't know if I like that. I think we want filtered and a whitelist for water. I think that's what we want. Right? Yeah, 100%. Which means we also want that here. So we want filtered and a whitelist for water. And if we do that, the water goes, but this stays, which is Perfect. Oxygen. Whitelist water. This and oxygen. Will this work? Hey! Okay, yeah, that works. And for this, we just want to whitelist phenol as well. Right? Yeah. No. Are we out of phenol? What? Okay, we are back. I just went ahead and set up a quick little passive thing for phenol. This will probably get changed eventually when we need to upgrade the benzene production. We will probably go from wood tar into a distillery tower or advanced distillery tower. Get this moved from HV, which it still is, which is insane, to LUV or above. But for the meantime, this should work fine, even though it's 2.6 seconds at LUV. Anyway, back to what we were doing, which was this. So this is going, we have phthalic acid, you're getting that. This needs to be, hold on a second. This needs a storage bus on it. If we're going to be doing it this way. We also need another one of these, but we will build that in a second. Okay, we are here. This needs zinc, which we have a bunch of. We are doing really well with ore processing. Ore processing paid off hugely, and I'm really impressed with it because I wasn't convinced at the start that I did it right, but hey, we did. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. We're going to have a pump. I've decided I'm going to keep the 4 machines just because I like the separation of it. It makes it just easier to know where things are, at least in my head. So this is going to be this, which is hydrogen. That. Okay. And then we needed what? Copper? Copper, yeah. Do you make anything? You make oxygen. So we're going to need to do the same thing we did over here with a filter. And you are going to be hydrogen and that. So nitrochlorobenzene, hydrogen, and oxygen. And filtered, right. Yeah. Okay, so you should be good. And you're nitrochlorobenzene. I wish there was a better way to mark machines than with just signs. It feels kind of gross. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm going to actually put that there just so we don't forget it. What can I get rid of? Clipboard can go, you can go. So we're still waiting on chemical reactors. So let me build the other large chemical reactor and we'll come back and finish this. Okay, we are back. I got the large chemical reactor for PBI all set up. We got one of the components in. We got filtered output hatches for everything. We have nitrochlorobenzene and chlorobenzene all set up the same way as over here. Nothing too interesting, except that we need to put a filter here for nitration mixture, chlorobenzene, and then diluted sulfuric acid. Chlorine. No, chlorobenzene, I think. Yeah, chlorobenzene and nitration mixture. I also went ahead and passived nitration mixture at LUV. We just have a mixture next to the phenol one. We may need to buffer more of this, but for the time being, that should be fine. But anyway, we should have everything passive now. All we need to do would be to stick a storage bus on here, extract only. Right? And then this should get kickstarted. It does. That goes dichlorobenzene. We need a pump here and a filter. For dichlorobenzene. Yep. That's what you make. You make di something or another. Hydrochloric acid. Okay, same thing here. Hydrochloric acid filtered, and also ammonia. We need ammonia on here. And then fluid output should work. We have that. If we stick a classic fluid storage bus on it for extract only. So this should start making us PBI as soon as we hook it up to power. Right? And there we go. We're getting PBI. Now what do we need PBI for again? We needed it for the casings for... Oh, and this also... We can also use it for cables. We can also use this for cables. Right? Chlorobenzene. Yeah, we need it for optical SMDs, for UV machines. Yeah, this is what we needed it for. So we honestly probably want an assembler. An LUV assembler. Oh, we can make tape with it, which is fantastic. It was foils, right? So we probably want this in like... Yeah, we can use it for foils, and we get a better ratio than what we currently have. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. This is just going to go. This is pretty slow, but it's not slow enough to be annoying. This is annoying, though, because you need oxygen. Where did we get oxygen? That we just didn't add it. Whatever. Chlorobenzene. What was the other thing you needed? Diluted sulfuric acid. That's not going anywhere. Why is that not going anywhere? Fluids. Diluted. Do we need sulfuric acid? Do we have sulfuric acid on here? We do, but we don't have a lot of it. Where is it? Where do we have sulfuric acid? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can definitely use with more sulfuric acid. So let's... Where's that distillery we had that pumped sulfuric acid? Was it this one? No. No, that's hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide. Diluted sulfuric acid needs to go into a distillery. Right? Do we not have a distillery for this? I could have sworn we did. Could we get a LUV distillery? I mean, we could. That doesn't seem too bad. Let me check machine 2, because I could have sworn... Diluted hydrochloric acid. Okay, no. If we come over here... That's another distillery. Okay. We need an LUV distillery then. Okay. So now that that's going. We have... This can be our first... This can be the first pattern we have in here, because I don't think we set this up last time, did we? No. So fluid input, or input hatches. Let's get some HV. Let's get some HV for the to start. What are you? You are the... Oh, you're the input hatch. Oh, that's genius. I can't believe I was that smart to do that. Okay, so your first one's going to be PBI. And then for the casing. For this laser safe casing, we don't need a... What's it called? A circuit. So we are going to get our cutter. What is this called? Cutting knife. It's probably like right over here somewhere. We're going to get our cutting knife, and we are going to call this interface. We're going to call this interface assembler, large assembler, none. Large assembler, none. And then we're going to put a bunch of pattern expansion cards in there. So just to double check, I don't think we have an output hatch on this. How do we not have an output hatch? Input, do we not have an output hatch? That's a input hatch for fluids. Input. We don't. So let me get a EV output bus. And then honestly, we're just going to slap this. We'll slap it here. Put a interface on it, hide it. Hit LUV, so we can go to over here, go to casing. Laser safe casing. Large assembler none. Put that in. Get rid of some of this junk we have. And then go large laser, right? So we should, if we come over here, see this working. Oh, that was insanely quick. Okay. So this is going to be the laser engraver. Okay, we're going to start this one over here, right? It's going to go maintenance. We should also look at getting better maintenance blocks. We need this. Yep, for the quest. That quest. Oh, we can mark these off. You have these two, and then PBI. So we have PBI. And now all we need to do is build this. What's that? I never grabbed a maintenance hatch. Okay. This is overkill, maybe. Okay, so what are we missing? We need more laser safe casings. Actually, no, we don't. What do we not have? We need energy hatch, iridium reinforced glass, and input. So let's get, yeah, these three work. 1, 2, 3. Let's get an output. Output bus, right? Should get like 5 EV ones. Honestly, I don't think it matters. Okay. God, I'm so excited to upgrade our laser engravers because those are the biggest bottleneck right now. That and the circuit boards. Okay, so what do we got? We need... So laser safe, yep. Then conveyor belts on the bottom. And then the iridium reinforced glass around the sides. God, these multi-blocks are so nice. You're good. And then what are we missing up here? We're probably missing the emitter blocks. And then one more laser safe, if I have to guess. Yes? Oh, that's funny. I know what we're missing. We're missing an LUV input hatch. Because these bad boys will be running at LUV. Hey, we did it. Okay. Okay. So how many laser engravers do we have? That's the next thing. They would be, where would they be? They would be back here. So we got green. We got green, red, glass. I know we have another one somewhere. Blue. Okay, okay. You? No, you're a fluid solidifier. Didn't we have a EV? You? No, you're an unpackager. Okay, so let's go get... We need another input hatch. We'll make some EV ones, and they'll probably be done by the time we get over there. Okay. So input, and I think we need one more. Yeah. And then, ooh, no. We need like 100 of these bad boys. So let's do... My cutting knife. Yeah, I threw it. Let me get this set up and I'll bring it back. Okay, we are back. I got the laser engraver all set up, all wired up. I moved over the patterns, named the interfaces, the whole shebang. So now, all we should need to do is just set this bad boy to power and it should be going. Did it do all that leather? Oh my god, it did. This is insane. Okay, yeah. No, that's really fast. That's really, really fast. I like it. Nice. Okay. So engraved crystal chips. So we need Rutherfordium. No, we don't. How do we get... So raw crystal chips. Huh. So this is going to be our next step. Okay, so this is why we needed Rutherfordium. In a large... So... Okay, so we can set up a pattern for this, maybe? It depends. If this loops weirdly, right? So engraved crystal chip in a blast furnace. Raw. But this one, engraved crystal chip, gives us a crystal CPU. We cut it, we get 2. We send it back through. And then we cut it again. And we get 2 more. Okay, so this loops in an interesting way. We'll need to figure that out. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. Next time we're going to look into the engraved crystal chips and get these looping, probably store some amount, probably a drawer amount of the red ones. And if we can, yeah, we can definitely get the crystal SOCs. And that brings us, that's one step closer to crystal processors. Ooh, and there's the wetware processors. So yeah, we'll take a look at getting, what do these make though? IV processors. Okay, yeah, so these are getting closer to IV circuits, IV processors. And then we'll also start taking a look at this chem line for the boards. So in the next few episodes, we'll be finished. Ow, we're almost done the LUV age, this chapter. So yeah, this is like 2 or 3 more episodes, and then we're fully into ZPM. Awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.